Hey guys, thank you for joining me today on Godspot. I want to stay on the theme of Men's Mental Awareness Health Month. And I want to challenge your thinking if I can for a moment. It says in Romans 12:2, and do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. You may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to be so strong that they get back up no matter what or how much life knocks them back? Well, the answer is pretty simple. It's called mental strength. Mentally strong people have developed a set of coping mechanisms to deal with life's harsh realities. And it's not just about the things they do, but it's also about the things they avoid doing. And in this session, I want to share several things with you that mentally strong people avoid doing. So here it is. And hopefully it'll challenge you and you'll begin to build up the muscle of your brain and become stronger. Number one, they don't feel sorry for themselves. Now, I don't know about you, but I've been guilty of this. We've sat back and said things like, man, I just can't catch a break. Or why do bad things happen to me? Well, I'm just not good, or I'm not smart or lucky enough. And I'll never be as successful as other people. Well, the problem with that, when you think that way, it takes you into the self-pity trap. And mentally strong people don't waste time feeling sorry for themselves because they understand that when you start moving into self-pity, you're trapped. And there'll be negative thoughts that follow with negative behaviors. They don't waste their time with that. Number two, feeling like the world owes them anything or everything. So here's the thing, self-pity sometimes stems from a sense of entitlement, a feeling like the world owes you something. And that kind of mentality puts all the power on the world and none on you. You're basically saying you're a passive person who waits for things to be handed to you, whether that be love, success, happiness, whatever is one. Mentally strong people, they understand that they have to work hard if they're going to experience happiness and success and obtain what they want. And so don't ever have a sense of entitlement, put it off. Number three, they avoid focusing on things they can't control. They understand that you focus on the controllables, not the uncontrollables, because there are some things you can't control: the weather, you can't control what people do or think. Focus on what you can control. Number four, dwelling on the past. Well, if you live in the past, it's where you're going to stay and you'll never move forward. And healthy people, strong-minded people, they just don't have the time to do that. They're too busy moving forward. Another thing they avoid doing is worrying about pleasing everyone. And here's a thing that you can't control, is people. And you can try your best to please them and make people happy, but there's always someone who's not going to be happy. And the thing about people, no matter how much you do for them, it's never enough. And mentally strong people see the wisdom in not trying to please everyone because of one simple reason: it's impossible. Number six, comparing themselves to others. Once you free yourself of the burden trying to please others, wonderful things happen. You stop comparing yourself to others. And this is exactly what mentally strong people do. Remember what I said. You need to worry about the controllables, not the uncontrollables. What one person's idea of success is not necessarily yours. So why would you even bother comparing? Run in your lane, stay in it, and don't worry about the rest. Finally, number seven, expecting immediate results. Strong-minded people understand it takes time. You have to work harder, and so it is true in developing a strong mind as well. It takes time. You might be struggling with your mental health. You might feel weak and vulnerable. That's okay. Just take one thing at a time. One thing, maybe just one thing, like stop negative thinking. Stop telling yourself that you just aren't lucky or people don't like you. Forget about that stuff. Just focus on one thing and one thing at a time and start to work on building up the strength of your mind. I hope this helps you today. Hit the like button, share with someone you like. Thanks again.